Hey, everyone, how are you all doing? So, I hope you all doing very well. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. And finally, the day has come. We are about to record our 10th episode of the podcast. Now, the journey has been very successful till now. We have changed a lot of lives. We are getting a very good feedback from the audience, from you all. And the mission of this podcast channel is just to showcase your business skills, your culture, and to share your success stories so that you will be easily connected with the foreign investors and that will keep the African youth inspired. Now, I also get some feedback that Chirag, when you are going to discuss about agriculture in Africa, real estate in Africa, and I told them, hold on, I'm gonna do that. you know, the topics that we are discussing, what you guys have found, in my last 9 episodes, it's something which is working in current scenario, which easily even a student or an employee or even a working professional can start side by side. What I'm trying to say is the topics that we are going through, like today we are having a life coach who is coming live right now. Coaching industry is booming. E-learning industry, coaching industry, education industry, it's booming right now. So this is a time that we should focus more on new things, the new startups which are coming on the market. So the guest that we have today, his name is Chijioke. He is a life coach. He is also a speaker. He's a corporate trainer. He's a brand representative. He's also a physiotherapist. He works in hospital, and this man has achieved so many things. And let me call him. He's just here, and here he comes. He's here. Hey, man, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you, Chirag. Thank you so much.
Yes. Oh, it's my pleasure, that you are over here. And I know that, you are a very busy person. And thanks, first of all, thank you so much for giving your valuable time to us because I shared my vision with you. And you also told me, like, you like the vision, what I'm trying to do for Africa. So that's great. So before we just jump to your story, because today the topic is on coaching industry, how coaching industry can be revolved in Africa completely. So we are going to discuss lot of uh, you know case studies. We are going to have lot of insights because you are a life coach and I'm also a business coach. So today coaches are here. That's why I called you for the 10th episode. And so just before moving jumping into the our topic that we have today, I just want you to just introduce yourself a little bit, like what is your background story, how did you get started, your education and everything.
Okay, so I studied physiotherapy in school. It's a 5 years course here in Nigeria, and along the line, I figured out that I had passion for coaching. I'd always loved, not really loved, but I've always been in the position to teach other people from childhood. But I never thought of teaching as a career. I never thought of taking up coaching as a career. Um, but along the line in my university days, I fell in love with digital learning. Like, I love to learn from online platforms. I love to learn from YouTube, from Udemy, from Coursera, and the rest of them. And you know, I got to learn so much from one thing to the other, from that thing to the next. I got to learn so much. Initially, it was because of my study. It was because of my personal study, my schoolwork, my academics, and all that. And I would come to class, I hardly understood what the lecturers were teaching, so I had to resort to online learning. I saw lecturers, I saw professors who were willing to teach me online. So I was like, if I could get this from here, why not? So the more I continued to spend my time around that particular environment, the more I continued to see more opportunities to learn, even beyond where I was studying in school. So
Right.
I loved the idea, and I started consuming. I became a learning junkie, a personal development junkie. I fell in love with these topics, networking, branding, and I could remember asking myself, why is it that we don't learn these things in school? Why is it that they don't teach us these things in school? Why is it that the average graduate doesn't know these things? These are essential life skills. These are
Right.
essential truths for success in business, in personal life, in career. But we don't get to learn these things. So I took it up on my own, and I was like, man, I know too much to the point that my head is almost falling apart. I mean, my head is almost falling to one side or trying to drop off, or it's going to explode if I don't share. So I had
All
to
right.
take up that, organizing free training programs here and there to teach people. And one thing came with feedback, just the way people are giving feedback about this podcast. People began to tell me that this is the first session I'm attending online and I'm getting much value and I'm satisfied. And come on, it's even free. I got people in their hundreds start running into the thousands, and I got a lot of feedback. I had people telling me that if you charge for this thing you are teaching, I am going to pay you you know.
Right.
So I was like, if I could do this and people are really happy to receive it and they are even telling me that they are willing to pay, then why not start it up as a career? So that
Correct.
was how it went on for me. And I launched something that I charged for, and over 100 people paid for it. It was quite low. It was quite um, a
100
low
people.
ticket offer.
Or how many?
Yes.
100.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
many people? You say 100 people.
Yes. So it
Amazing.
was a low ticket offer. Um, Roughly a few dollars at that point, probably $2 at that point, and over 100 people signed up for the program, and I was excited. Like, I was really excited. I had launched one before that, and I had over 20, about 20 something people, 25 or so, and to me, it made a lot of sense that I could do this from the comfort of my home and have people get value. And I
Right.
launched that next one that over 100 people joined. It was mind blowing for me. I began to see more opportunity in what I was doing, and I remember thinking to myself, if this can happen at this stage, at this beginner level, it means I can definitely compound, I can definitely increase, and the value will be much more than what it is now. So that inspired me to want to do it more. I began to take up more courses to learn more stuff, to take more professional training,
Yes.
for the sake of where I wanted to be. I then found out life coaching, and it was like, it was an eureka moment for me. It was a very fantastic, phenomenal moment for me because life coaching spoke to me. I connected with life coaching, and I realized it really helped me embody the many things that I wanted to help people with. So I didn't want to be that coach that would help people do just one thing, right? I wanted to help people manage so many life processes, understand so many things about life, and be able to succeed in their lives, in their careers, in their businesses. So when I encountered life coaching, it was like, aha, this is it. This is it. So I learned so many life coaching models. I picked up a lot of coaching resources and added a lot of skills to my toolbox. So I did life story life coaching program with Transformation Academy, United States of America. I did life.
Wow.
I did business and entrepreneurship life coaching program. I did which other one that was uh, CBT, Cognitive Behavioral Technique Life Coaching Program. I was just adding these things because I knew who I wanted to serve and I knew what their problems were going to be like. I interviewed a lot of people. I did a lot of free clarity sessions with people. You know, and I wanted to know what they were going through, what their challenges were. So I had to pick up so many of those things, and I decided these are the problems my people are facing. Not necessarily my people, but my target market, my audience, the
Yes.
person I want, the
Yes.
people I want to help. These are the problems they are facing: mindset issues, challenges with money blocks, and all that. Time management, procrastination, inability to connect with people, branding, and all that. So I had to bring all that together, and I started looking for how can I get the right knowledge, the right skills to be able to transmit it to them so that they can actually succeed in their own lives, their affairs, their businesses, their careers. So that's basically what prompted me or what motivated me to get into, to fully get into this. And I would say it's a mix, an interplay of passion, purpose, and necessity. passion because that's what I love. I love teaching so much. I could teach for hours. I mean, even without eating, sometimes I forget that I've not eaten. I just keep on coaching and talking and talking. That's what makes me feel happy, gives me so much
Right.
energy. You know, the purpose aspect is I have met people at their most confused point in life. So I've met people at very, very confused points in their life, very trying times in their lives, parents, young people, business owners, and all that. So I want to help them do way more than they are doing. I want to help them get to the next level, you know, and understand themselves, gain clarity, and be able to launch well. So that's purpose for me. That's a lot of purpose, a sense of purpose in that. I see a lot of graduates come out of school and they are frustrated, they are depressed, they are broke, they don't know they are left from their rights, they don't they are just stuck, you know. So I want to help these people get unstuck and experience true success
Right.
in their own unique path. Yes, so that's basically how it has been for me. And then the final thing is necessity. Yes, I know this is what basically made me experience wealth in a way. It made me understand that yes, I could do something and get money. And if I can get money from it, then why not? You know, if I can get make a lot of money from coaching, then why shouldn't I do that? I desire a better life for myself, and I know this is one of the ways I can get that. So that's it. That's basically the summary of it.
Yes, yes. No, it's absolutely amazing, because even when I started my coaching, journey, I started besides my job. I started as an affiliate marketing. Like I learned affiliate marketing first of all, and then I tried to sell somebody, someone else product, affiliate marketing. Like it's like you have to sell for somebody. So I was working with a coach and I was selling products for him.
Yes.
So I almost sold for $150,000 products for him, and I got a commission of 30 to $33,000. Where I just made that, and that time, then suddenly he just changed his coaching model. So that time I decided that why don't I make my own product. Like right now I'm running my own. I have my own coaching consulting. That I also do in the United States. I'm doing in Florida, in Texas. I'm doing for now, and now my plan is something bigger. Like even my plan is to bring that model to Africa. Now I have spent almost till now 75 to $80,000 in learning all those skills. I have learned from all big mentors, all the big names like Sam Owens, Russell Brunson. Yeah, so I've learned from all these mentors, and after investing around 75 $80,000 that I have done for my business, because I have learned from them. So now the time now my vision is like I have to implement all those things what I have learned till now, and that I'm still implementing, in USA, in India, in all these markets. I want to bring all this knowledge to Africa at minimum to minimum cost, because I know that one African, they cannot pay 50 $60,000, but I want to bring them at so less price, and so that it can definitely change the trend, because coaching is booming. And yes, of course you are doing, so yes, maybe we can also collaborate and all do all those things, so we can do it. That's a different story. So now my next question to you is, like, what exactly you are teaching into life coaching, and which is your target market, if you would like to say, like, okay, this is your target market which you are covering.
Okay. So I have quite a lot of audiences, and I'm a multi-niched coach. I have a lot of things. Let me try and pull up something here, so that I'm going to read that out.
Okay.
So I have quite a number of people I serve. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah, of course, you can take your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have just one audience. I train coaches. I train coaches or people who want to get into life coaching. I also train business owners. I did this business and entrepreneurship life coaching program, and basically, uh, coaches, business owners. growth-minded individuals, people who want more with life,
Okay.
educators, content creators. These are the people that I serve in different ways. Now, the first one is coaches and knowledge experts, or people who want to become knowledge experts. Okay. I help a lot of newbie coaches overcome overwhelm, tech overwhelm, gain clarity with what they want to do and who they want to serve, without necessarily having to pick just one thing. Because that's the common advice in the coaching industry by a lot of gurus. You have to find one ultimate thing, you have to find one ultimate
Yes.
target market,
One
you have
niche,
to consider,
micro niche.
yes, one niche. You have to do
Yes.
everything for that one. No, I don't do that. I don't feel that is really necessary. You know, I have experienced it differently. I wouldn't have been here if I had been doing just one thing. You most likely not know me. I've spoken in many international events, many international summits. I was in an event yesterday in Guinea Conakry. I had an
Okay.
interview with a lady, a podcast interview with a lady, Hafsa Nassim. She's an authentic copywriter from Pakistan. I was
Okay.
in an interview with Becky Ogden from England.
All right.
I've been in so many events, so many. If you check my profile on LinkedIn, maybe LinkedIn, but particularly Facebook, you'll see a lot of those events. I don't
Right.
know if you can hear me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. You see a lot of those events, that I've spoken at different topics, personal branding, networking, business strategies, sales. I've been speaking on authentic sales in many international platforms recently. So I, and my clients are still all over the place, from different aspects of life. I have clients who are educators. I have clients who are coaches. I have clients who are business people. I
All
have
right.
clients who are students. I have one of my proteges is 16 years old. He's still a student.
Wow.
He's not even in the university yet. He's still a student. So I have clients who are parents. I have somebody in my mentorship program who is a father.
Who's a father? Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Yes, he calls me mentor. And I have others who are mothers that I've helped put in place, and now they are doing well. I see them doing a lot of wonderful stuff on Instagram, on different platforms, and I'm happy for that. So I don't have a specific, age range or gender or whatever. No, I just have like major coaching areas that I prefer to identify and help people.
Right.
Like I said earlier, one of them is coaches. The next one is business owners. I help business owners and entrepreneurs to,
Okay.
you know, to build their tribes, build winning
Tribe building.
tribes, build winning communities so that they will be
Yes.
able to to convey the value they have in them, to push out the value they have in them, and eventually improve their sales. Because that's the
Great.
problem I found most entrepreneurs have. They don't know how to communicate their message so that they can attract the people who need what they are selling. Okay,
Right.
how to build
Right.
communities to attract those people, give them value, continuously give them value till the point they come to surrender and say, man, you've given me so much, I really want to, I want to step up, I want to come higher. I have built communities, I've built tribes, I've built a lot of them running into thousands.
Great.
I have
So
almost
I'm
three
very
different.
curious to know right now. I'm very curious to know like how big is your community right now?
Okay. Okay.
If you can give a number.
Sure. I have a community, Learn 247 for growth-minded individuals, where I organize events, training programs, and all that. And it's on Facebook, over 2,400 members in that
All right.
community. I have a Telegram community for my academy, Chijioke
All right.
Otikpa Growth Academy on
All right.
Telegram. It's a channel, and I have over 1,400 community members right now. And recently I created another WhatsApp group for the community, and currently that WhatsApp group has 513, 512, okay, 511 members plus my two accounts there. So
Two
that's a
accounts,
full
WhatsApp
group.
groups. Okay.
Yes, yes. So that's a full WhatsApp group. The Learn 247 community. I have three different. That was when WhatsApp was still 250 members. I had three different groups filled, and the fourth one, filling up. And I had a Telegram group for that community that was over 800 members you know. So
Yes.
I have a community of multi-potentialites. These are also people that I serve. I help polymaths, turn their diversity to domination and
Okay.
scatter to strategy. There are people who have many things. They know how to do many things. They're interested in
Yes.
doing many things. So I help them turn that variety to strategy, turn the
Yes.
scatter to strategy, so they can
Yes.
pull all those wonderful things they have together and be able to use it to serve whoever they want to serve without feeling, guilty or judged or whatever, without having to pick one thing. So I created a community for them. Currently,
Right.
we are approaching 700 in the community. My intention is to launch
Wow.
a program, a conference once we reach 1,000. So I teach people how to do these things. I've organized training programs that attracted thousands of people. I had
Yes.
a
Great.
training on networking. That was 2020. I organized three events that had thousands, over 1,000 people register for each of them. The training
Awesome.
on networking, I had over 1,600 people register. The training on personal branding, I had over 1,004, over 1,300. The training on which other one I organized again? I think it was e-learning or LinkedIn optimization or whatever. I've done a lot of those programs, and I had a lot of people. So I find it easy to build communities and manage
Yes.
communities. I've managed a lot of
Manage.
them in the past. Yes. So
Yes.
that is what I also want to teach business owners, because a lot of them just keep doing stuff randomly and leaving people out instead of bringing them, pulling them close to a place where they can hear your voice and hear your message. It's not just about gathering the followership. I have followership. I mean, I have a lot of people following me. I have over 38,000 followers on LinkedIn. I have over 6,000 followers currently on Facebook. I have just a few followers on Instagram, maybe five. I think about 500 to 600 followers. Or I don't know. It's been very
The
hard for
audience
me to grow
depends on
Instagram.
different platforms, yeah. Like it
Yes,
doesn't mean that we should have followers everybody everywhere. So maybe like say I have now more people listen to my podcast on Spotify rather than they watch on YouTube. So that matters. It
good.
matters. Like always target one platform. That's a great thing. And you are doing on LinkedIn and Facebook. That's amazing. Doesn't matter if it's Instagram or not. What
Yes.
I feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
so
No. No. Yes.
I, I teach them to actually build and collect their tribe, okay, so that they can
Great.
pass on their messages. Not just business owners, but coaches too, knowledge
Yes.
experts, thought leaders.
Yes.
You know how they can manage these, build communities, and also increase their values and increase their sales through the use of educational content and different kinds of digital products,
Right.
whether it's books or I consult for businesses, I consult for business owners, I do business strategy sessions on sales, on strategies they can use to better their businesses. And I've been able to help a lot of people, whether they are selling products or whether they are selling intangibles or whether they are selling real estate. I offer strategy sessions to them that would actually
Amazing.
help them improve their sales. Yes.
Amazing.
So another
So
group of
yeah.
people, okay, that I help, I've said it, newbie coaches, because a lot of them keep accumulating knowledge. They keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating, paying for programs and jumping into every program they see, but they don't ever launch. They don't ever get to launch. They've done this program and that program and that program, but they've never hosted one single program you know, and I help them overcome that fear, that drudgery, that imposter syndrome, the tech overwhelm. I help them understand that they can start simple, they can do simple stuff and get amazing results. Every marketer online wants to make you feel like without their golden shiny object, without their magic wand, you can't do anything. So you feel paralyzed because you don't have a sales page, a sales copy. it sells this, it this, that, and
Right.
all the fancy stuff. You want to start podcasting, and somebody is telling you you have to get a $7,000 microphone before you start. If not, people won't listen to you. And that's a blatant lie. They're telling you that because they sell that microphone. So I help
Yes.
them
Yes.
realize that they can actually start with what they have and launch their own programs and experience true success. Okay. So that's
Got you.
basically who I help, in a nutshell.
That's
That's the
amazing,
category.
amazing. And you know what? I totally understand. I totally feel it. I just want to tell all my viewers because I'm also business coach. He's also doing life coach. And I just want to tell all the viewers right now that his audience, my audience, out of 100% audience is same. What he's targeting, whom he's helping. Even I'm doing the same thing. So it's a great to connect with another coach. And in our industry, I just want to tell everybody one thing. It doesn't mean that we both are competitors. There is no competitor in coaching industry. There is collaboration. Like if you want to grow and take your business to 7 figures or 6 figures, you have to collaborate. So our industry is full of collaboration. The more we collaborate, the more we gonna make business, the more we gonna help clients solve their problem, and of course the more we are going to make money as well. So this is something like I just want to tell all my viewers, like today's session is very very informative. This thing I was telling everybody, that these are the topics which are the top trending right now. I have a lot of friends in United States who are making 7 figures per month now, $1 million per month, $2 million per month. Because I have done a coaching program of Sam Owens. So there were people who are making, the colleagues who were with me who were also learning. They have started making 1.5 million dollar per month in United States, in UK, everywhere. So this industry is actually booming. So Chijoke, my next question to you is, how big is coaching industry when it comes to Africa? Because worldwide it's booming, man. Right now, even in India, it's growing up now at a good scale. How big it is
Okay.
going to be? Because I know that it's still not that big, but how big it can be when it comes to Africa?
Okay. I think the lockdown,
Yes.
opened a lot of eyes,
Yes, because I
particularly in
was in Ghana
Africa.
only when I started my coaching business. I started from Ghana
Cool.
when the lockdown happened in March 2020. Yes.
Cool. So it helped a lot of people. And Africa is marked with a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, underpayment, because the economy in most African countries is really, really not encouraging. It's really bad. So people work their eyes off, and they hardly get the reward that they want from their work. So when the
Right.
lockdown happened, people were left with no alternative. People lost their jobs. People lost
Yes.
their means of livelihood. People were sacked. They were laid off. Thousands of people. Now it pushed them into trying out other things. And one of the things a lot of them tried was coaching. That was my experience as well.
Yes.
We all had to go into different things. And one of the reasons why there was a massive boom in MOOCs and coaching, e-learning, digital learning, massive open
Digital
online
learning.
courses and
Yes.
coaching during that period, the COVID period, was because people were at home. People had time to
People had
explore.
time.
People had time to learn. People had issues. People had started discovering social deficiencies and social gaps, relationship issues with their family, with their spouses, with their kids. So they needed people who are experts to put them through. These are things they never had time to actually consider. They never had time to
Right.
discover. But now, because of the lockdown, they were able to spot those problems. So they needed help. And a lot of people used that opportunity and that leverage to discover that this is powerful, that coaching is a powerful industry. And for the fact that they have been able to try it and it gave them some benefits. I mean, there are some people who launched their first coaching program during the pandemic and they made a lot of money from it. I mean, and they realized, like, from their first launch, they were able to make four to 10 times their salaries
Yes.
within a short period of time. So
Yes.
to them,
Yes.
a lot of people never returned to the four walls of their 9 to 5 again. A lot of
Right.
people moved from there to coaching permanently.
I
So
am
what?
I am one of the success stories.
Beautiful.
I started from Ghana. Oh. Ghana, I quit my job. My boss didn't fire me. I quit my
Wow,
job. I opened my coaching business. Now I'm making six figures per month. So I am I am
wonderful.
also an example because I started this from Africa.
Yes. So good,
Yes.
good. So that is it. And the more we move, the more other people are seeing these opportunities, the more they want to try it. And now we have coaches who are also training other coaches. you
Yes.
know I train coaches. I have trained the trainer programs. I do training for speakers and coaches and teach them how to monetize their knowledge online. So the knowledge monetization and coaching industry is definitely not ready to stop anytime soon. It's going to keep going higher, especially in Africa. People are beginning to realize the power in this thing. it's like
Yes.
it's like a move, it's like a wave, and very soon, I think very soon there may be more coaches than there are 9 to 5 workers. I mean, there may be
Yes.
more
Right.
freelancers and coaches than there are because it's getting a lot boring. People are beginning to hate commuting. I For one, I hate commuting. I hate taking public transport to work every morning, or entering the bus to work every morning under the rain and coming back sometimes and it starts raining again and I have to be under the rain. Come on, when I can do my coaching and make my money in the comfort of my home. I mean, I have a roof over my head. Whether it's raining or it's not raining, it's none of my business and it's not the business of my clients. So a lot of people are beginning to realize this. Although currently there's still a lot of misconceptions and a lot of drudgery and, I don't know, fear, resistance in the industry in Africa, because
Yes.
currently a lot of Africans, particularly in my country, a lot of Africans cannot really afford what they want. They can't afford what they need most times. A lot of them are living below the poverty line. I don't even blame them.
Yes.
So you have a coaching program that is $100 and you are offering it to somebody. This is $100. To you, it's low. To you, it's affordable. But to these people, they cannot even afford $10 for a decent meal. They can't even afford $4 for a decent. There's some people who do not have anything,
And
anything.
and
You
and
know,
what I feel like, Chijoke, over here, it doesn't matter like they cannot afford $4 5. Maybe they can arrange even $100, but the thing is they are not educated. They don't know that what they have to do.
true,
This is the
true,
main thing.
true,
Yes, yes.
true,
They can arrange the money, but they won't do that because they feel like, no,
true,
this is not something it's gonna work.
true.
It's not good and all those things. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot of them, there are many reasons. There are many reasons holding people back. The one I just said now about money, about affordability and all that, what they can afford is one. Secondly, is the fear. A lot of them have been
Fear.
scammed many times by false gurus, by fake gurus who have promised
Yes.
them that they have to, join this program and you're going to be making $100,000 per month and all that. And they manage to pay their hard earned money and they don't get any value from it. So they feel like you're all the same. All of you online coaches are the same.
Yes.
You can't really help me. You're just making the promises because you're after my money. And then there's another category of people, like you said, who are ignorant, who are, you know, they don't feel they can get the results. In fact, even when they know, they are just stingy to themselves. They don't want to spend money on their growth. They still have the,
Right.
the mentality that all these things don't work. You're all wasting time. All these things, it doesn't work. I want to see something physical. There are
Yes.
people who do
Yes.
not
Totally.
believe in coaching in one way or the
Yes.
other. For some of them, they feel, I know what you know. These things are common knowledge. You're just advising me when I can advise myself, and I know what you know. If I want to succeed, I want something physical. I want to hold a tangible product, or do buying and selling before I can succeed. But, you I don't know if you can. I'm still here because
Yes.
it's,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of
Loud and clear.
okay. Okay, okay,
It's
good.
amazing.
So,
It's amazing. This session is amazing today. It's like I'm talking
oh,
to my
thank
mirror,
you.
talking in front of the mirror. Yes.
Awesome. So, when you begin to try to reach out to those people, they're going to experience that resistance. They are going to feel like, I don't really need this. I don't really need
Yes.
this. A lot of people are in dire need of coaching, but they don't know. They prefer to struggle. They are used to struggling. The African spirit, until something is hard and it has to involve fighting, has to involve physical contact and everything, they feel it doesn't really make sense. So
Right.
some of them, it's indoctrination. We have been so indoctrinated to the way of the first industrial revolution that they
Yes.
feel the only way they can succeed is to work for somebody, is to get a 9 to 5 job, is to graduate from school with good grades, the best grades, get a first class, and then start looking for a job or expect a wonderful job to fall from their heads. For some other people, it is religious indoctrination. They don't believe it, they feel when it's God's time, let it happen. They
Yes.
have issues in their businesses, they have issues in their lives, but they don't feel they need coaching, appropriate coaching. So they feel, let me just leave everything to God, let me go to church or a mosque or whatever and pray, so that God can answer my prayers, but I'm never going to subscribe to coaching. To them, these are human beings, they can help me. Let me go to church and do sow seeds and do all
And they
those
don't
things.
understand
And
one thing over here. They don't understand one thing. When they go and pray to the God, it's, see, today God is not going to come and tell you, hey, do this and you'll make money. These are the signs of God. Let's say you are going to a church, okay, you pray to the God, you come out, you said, you complain, God, I need a lot of money, I don't have money, and all these things. And suddenly when you come outside the chair of church after the prayer, you see on your mobile, you see the coach and all, and you say, no, I won't do it. Now this is a message of God. Like he wants you to
true,
see, you can do
true,
it. Go,
true.
in today era, God is not going to come himself, Jesus is not going to come himself and tell you, do this. So this is how they're gonna do it. So Chijoke, my next question to you is, are you open to collaborate with the foreign coaches who want to come to Africa and do the coaching business? Are you open to for a collaboration?
Sure, sure. I'm very open to collaborating. I'm very open to
Oh, good.
collaborating.
Oh,
I love to collaborate. Yeah.
oh, that's amazing. And where do you see yourself after 5 years into coaching business?
Okay. One is I intend to go very big within 5 years. I would love to have an academy, a registered, fully functioning academy, and my goal is it's going to be more like a crusher of the conventional educational system. It's going to beat the conventional schooling system hands down. And I want to reduce the number of time people spend going to school. Not everybody should be a doctor or engineer or
Yes.
lawyer or a nurse or something like that. These are and that's why a lot of people now are stuck doing something they don't enjoy, something they don't love. There are some people who were born to be tech gurus. There are some people who were born to be coaches, to be trainers, to be teachers, passionate teachers, sharing their knowledge, sharing their passion online and helping millions of people. There are people who are born to be graphics designers, UI UX designers, and these things do not require you to go to school and spend 6 to 7 years with all the strike, all the trouble, all the fees, and all that, and come out to start looking for a job, to start looking for one job that will pay you a few dollars or a few whatever, just a little money, and you're happy with that. No, I want to build a system that will take people in, assess these people based on their skills, based on their talents, based on their natural inclinations, based on their abilities, based on their strengths and their weaknesses, and channel them in, help them gain clarity with what they really want to do, discover themselves, understand the concept of purpose, and then from there, they will be able to get into programs that are fitting for them. So you
Right.
want to be a life coach, this is what you need. And this program is going to run for 4 to 6 months, where you'll be taught everything you need.
Right.
It will be
Right.
physical and online as well, for those who want to do online, for those who want to do physical, in different, in different countries, different states, and whatever. Now, when you are done with the program, so let me say, for instance, you want to become a knowledge expert, you want to do more like a master in this, or you want to specialize in, say, public speaking. You'll be learning
Yes.
everything you need, all the courses you need to do well with speaking and launch out in the speaking career. You want to become a
Right.
trainer, or you want to become a consultant. You'll be doing all the things you need. You'll be getting experts to train those people on all what they need. And after the process of training, we are now going to have a special collective program that will help these people launch as a business. So
Right.
you don't need 7 years to come out from school. You can actually attend my school and you just
Yes.
graduate
Yes.
in 1 year, you
One
know,
year.
and you
Right.
are doing
Yes.
well. You have experts training you on branding, on sales, on all that. And once you come out, you are ready to sell. You are marketable. You are launching your product. You are launching your business. You are launching your career, and you are experiencing success. So that is
Right.
where I see myself in the next 5 years, basically doing what I just shared, and, traveling around, going from one country to another all around the world and sharing my knowledge and raising up other coaches and trainers, teachers as well.
That's great. That's great. That's something amazing. The vision that you have, after 5 years, and you won't believe I even have a same vision. But now
Wow.
my focus is to share the vision, to have the vision for Africa. I want to do for Africa because see, this continent has given me so much. Like I have made all my money, I've made what I am today. It's because of Africa, especially Nigeria and Ghana. These two countries are very close to my heart. So I want to
Wow.
pay back to all these countries, and actually want to solve a problem. So I don't want to end this podcast, because this is something like, which is going so amazing. And I want to talk to you, even after this podcast, like, because
Sure.
of course, it's a great vibe, that we are matching. And it always says in coaching that your vibe will attract the tribe. So seems like we have a same vibe, same tribe, and all those things. So which is great. So, Chijoke, my last question now to you on this podcast, which I ask every, guest that comes. Now, my last question to you is, what advice do you want to give to a youngster who is between 18 to 25 and who is listening to this podcast right now?
Okay, my first advice to a youngster is, please, by all means, have dreams. Okay, follow your dreams, follow your passions in one way or the other. It may be tough, it may be really, really, really tough to face all the obstacles from parents, from family, from friends. People may not believe in you when you start. In fact, when you
Yes.
start, it's going to look like a joke.
Yeah.
It's never going to look like this is going to be 100% successful from the onset. When you start, it's going to look like a joke. You will doubt yourself. People will doubt you, and people will even mock you. People are going to call you names. People called me motivational speaker, sarcastically. People called me motivational speaker and said all manners of things. But look where I am now. So for whoever it is, for you young person who is trying to get started, who is trying to do something more meaningful with your life, please go for it. Go for it. Don't depend on the normal things. Don't have the mindset of, let me just graduate and get salary paid, just like my parents. These are the mistakes our fathers made. We cannot repeat the same mistakes. One of the things you should do, essentially, find people who are doing well in the area that you want to do well in. Follow those people. Seek mentorship early. Sacrifice your time, sacrifice your energy, sacrifice your pride, sacrifice your money, and get appropriate knowledge. Get the right knowledge, get the right coaching, seek mentorship on time. Reach out to people who have gone ahead of you and let them lead you by the ropes, let them show you the ropes, so that you don't make the same mistakes those people made. One of the
Right.
things I promise anybody who I am mentoring is, I cannot make the same mistakes. and hand the mistakes over to you. I can't make the same mistakes and let you watch you make that very mistakes I made. It's not possible. So that is what every young person should be seeking. Go higher. Normal
Right.
is boring and average is a course.
Average is a goal. Right, right. So amazing, man. And I also want to add one more thing over here to all the audience, who are watching this right now. As I said, coaching industry is booming. And as Chijoke also mentioned in this podcast, the main goal is to build a community. We are living in 21st century now where our goal is to build and serve the community, which really matters the most. Today you don't need, if you want to start a business and you want to become a millionaire, you don't need a lot of capital, you don't need resources, you don't need all things, advice, then money, then bank, then investors. Gone. All you need is a right mentor who is going to guide you. You have to invest in yourself, not in somebody else, in yourself. So you all have to invest in mentors, a great mentor who can guide you. You have to invest in yourself, in your education, in your learning, and you'll see that money is flowing. You don't need big offices, you don't need lot of capital, lot of money. No, you don't need. You just need a laptop, internet, and a mentor. That's it. And you will see, you will grow, exponentially grow. What your school, your college doesn't teach you, you will come to know there. School, colleges just give you education. The real education is the self education that you do yourself.
True.
So that, yes, so that's from my side. That's it from Chijoke, and thank you so much, Chijoke. I just want to say, like, for your such a valuable time. Thank you so much for coming, and I know this episode is gonna run huge because this is something which is booming right now. Coaching is booming, no doubt about it. So I'll see my guests, and I'll see all the viewers in my next episode. Till then, have a great weekend. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.